it's another new sort of series idea I want to bring to the channel, just to mix up the variety a little bit. Still football related, this one. The series as a whole maybe won't be, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's the quiz corner with Kiota Gaming. And essentially what gave me the idea was I saw this on Twitter or Facebook or something the other day. It was, which former Arsenal captain are you? Now obviously I'm an Arsenal fan myself. It came out on the 23rd of January, so it's taken a while to reach me, and I don't normally always go for those, but it was something I've been thinking about doing, a slightly different take on this, or a different starting point anyway, just to give a little bit of background. But I never got around to it, and I kind of missed the boat a little bit. I might still do it just as a, you know, because it's in the YouTube arena, and you'll get what I mean when I finally do it. And I've got a few other similar ideas as well to chuck in, and I've got just a bit of a variation that if I do run out of these sorts of things to do, I've got a few other little quizzes as well, and I'll drop the link to this in the description below as well. So if you want to take part in it, you can. If you've got anything you want to suggest to me, chuck me a link, chuck me a comment, or hit me on Twitter, and I'll certainly get around to doing it. Obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, so anything like that would be great. If you ask me which Tottenham manager or like that sort of thing, I might do it for a bit of a laugh, but realistically I'm not going to enjoy doing that, so bear that sort of stuff in mind. But yeah, we're going to jump right in now to which former Arsenal captain are you. We're going to answer these as honestly as possible, as always I'll do with all the quizzes, and I've got a slightly different type of quiz that I'm not going to do right now, but I've got an idea with, and if I can get a little setup to do it a bit more comfortably, I will do that as well. So let's kick on. Obviously we start with the main man, Tony Adams, absolute legend. Got Patrick Vieira. They're the two I think I've done in the thumbnail as well. So we're going to take this personality quiz to see which Arsenal captain we would be. So which of these Arsenal players is your favourite? Mesut Ozil, Lucas Torreira, Laurent Koscielny, or Aubameyang? Tough one. That's a tough one, because Koscielny has shown incredible resilience, heart, and that, and come back from his injury recently, grabbing a couple of goals. I think it was against Chelsea and was it Man City? I can't remember who he got the goal against, the second one. But I do like Torreira. I do like Aubameyang as well. Ozil's a bit hit and miss. I do like him, but this is a tough one. I like Torreira. He's what we've needed for a while. A real dogged midfielder, gets stuck in. I probably would say in my career playing as well, a little bit of that, a little bit of a dogged midfielder. Your team is 2-0 down at half time in a must-win game. How would you respond? Deliver a passionate half-time speech to the team, staying quiet and letting the manager do his job, talking the manager into making tactical changes. Now, pushing that back to how I was in my Sunday League career, I probably wasn't the big rousing one in the dressing room. We had some big, in the team I played for particularly, we had some big characters who would do that themselves. The manager was a big character as well, proper Sunday League manager. So I would probably stay quiet and let the manager do his job, I think. But then this is finding out about being an Arsenal captain, isn't it? Probably would do the same as well, the way it's going lately. But if I was Arsenal captain, let's think about it in that way. Let's not think about it as in the Sunday League and all that, because I would be very different if I was playing in that Arsenal team. I've got to say I would probably deliver a passionate half-time tea talk. It's not my place to be saying manager make changes tactically. That's not the captain's job. Along with your skills, what is your best attribute? I would say smarts. Speed, never never an option. Toughness, like to leave a few tackles in, and took a few myself, but I'd say the smarts. Had a good eye for a pass in my day. What trophy would you most like to win? As an Arsenal manager, captain, you'd have to say FA Cup. We've won a lot of those. I think it's the bread and butter. It's the Premier League. We've never won the Champions League, so that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to stick with Premier League. I think your bread and butter, if you win that, you have every chance of winning the others. The World Cup, I'd be declaring for Ireland, so that's never going to even come into it. That's never going to happen. We'll go with Premier League. You've just signed a new contract over the summer. What is the first thing you do to celebrate? Buy a new sports car, take your family on holiday, invest the money for your future, buy a new house. Now, if I'm in my 20s as an Arsenal captain, even late 20s, whatever, it's probably going to be buy a new car or buy a new house. But if it was now, it would be take my family on holiday, absolutely. But I'm in me mid 30s now, mid to late 30s, let's say. So my outtake would be slightly different. So I would say probably buy a new sports car. A new contract probably wouldn't have the money necessarily cash on the hip to get and buy a brand new house, the house you want. A car, I think you could. Which philosophy would you use to build a winning culture? Pacey counter-attack with lethal goal scorers, possession-based and creative midfield, formidable and rock-solid defence. Well, that's going to lead to a Tony Adams kind of answer, isn't it? Philosophy. I've always liked the counter-attack and the pacey counter-attack with lethal goal scorers. We had Henry, we had Aubameyang, Righty was kind of like that as well. The old George Graham days, kind of a little bit of a counter-attack, 1-0 to the Arsenal, that sort of thing, and sit on it. I think we'll go with that. And which historic rival would you most like to beat 5-0? I mean, there's only got to be one answer there, really, hasn't there? As much as I love beating Chelsea, my dad's a Chelsea fan. I love it when we beat them. Doesn't happen much these days anymore. Did recently. A little bit of a gloat. Man United, got a few United friends, a few Liverpool friends as well. But it's got to be Tottenham, isn't it? Which penalty do you take in the cup final shootout? Now, I've never been the final one, get all the glory. I see Ronaldo do that all the time. That's something I hate about him. He makes it all about him. You know, if he's that confident in his ability, take number 1, take number 2, take number 3. Get the ones that matter out the way. You don't need to get number 5 and get the glory. I don't take one, I put the team first. No, I'm quite confident in my penalty taking ability. The third one, keep it calm in the middle. Yeah, I'd go with that one, I think. I am Patrick Vieira. I'll take some of that. I was a bit of a tough tackling midfielder, good eye for a pass, good shot. Maybe not quite as physical as him, certainly not quite as quick as him. But I'll take that. Patrick Vieira. Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, this new series and whatnot, please drop a like down below. If you're new to the channel and found us this way, please do drop a sub as well. We'll be doing some more of these sort of quiz things, different kind of quiz things. I've got lots of Football Manager content on my channel. I've got an Arsenal save in particular, if that is what has led you here. I've got a Cole Shorten save as well, which is my local team now. Probably the team I actually get to a bit more. I don't quite get to Arsenal quite so much as I used to, having a young family and the money of it just going up and up and up. Although ironically I work probably a lot closer to, well, not probably, definitely a lot closer to the stadium than I used to. So some of the midweek games I could actually get to quite easily, and they're not always sellouts, so you actually get a bit of a deal. But yeah, if you come there, drop a sub down below. I've got some Call of Duty stuff. I'll have some newer games coming out at the moment. I've got some Xbox 360 stuff coming out as well, so that's something to look forward to. Assuming it hasn't already come out, I'm not too sure of my schedule. I've got a lot of stuff uploading, haven't quite got around to releasing it just yet. And any comments down below, like I mentioned, drop them down below. If you've got any suggestions for sort of quizzes I can do or these sort of things, yeah, let me know in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you later. Take care.